Hello and welcome everyone, this is BUDCAST episode 22. I am Steve Bud here, and today we got a special game. This is not Dawn of War 2 retail version. We're playing here the Elite mod. So for those of you that don't know, Elite mod is a community created mod of Dawn of War 2 that includes a bunch of cool units, like new units and kind of improvements and fixes to kind of buggy stuff in the original game. And they even went so far as to include a whole new race to the game, so which is the Grey Knights. And this game actually is featuring the Grey Knights here, played by Toilailee here in the top of Greentooth Gorge. So we can see the brother captain hero in all of his glory. It looks awesome. They did a really good job with this mod, with the art and animation and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I've been kind of taking a break from casting myself to actually play the game, since I was kind of hesitant to do it first, since I love retail so much. But everyone's kind of really jazzed about the mod itself, so yeah, I wanted to kind of feature a game. So we got Toilailee here in the top as brother captain Grey Knights versus UVAV Jomanix here in the bottom. So I'm going to do my best to cast this game. I know I don't know Elite mod as well as other people, but I still know enough to kind of make it interesting. So let's get the show on the road here. Yeah, so I've been playing a lot of Grey Knights in Elite mod myself. I have to say I'm pretty impressed. The race is really fun to play. I didn't really like it at first because I think that they have a little bit of redundant unit choices. Like they have 2 Terminator squads in Tier 3, which could be replaced by, I don't know, one of them could be replaced by something else maybe. But overall, I think the feel of the race is really good. They did a good job, which is probably not an easy task to do. I mean, I can't even imagine what went into making this mod actually happen. Jomanix, though, here is going for the double shooters, and in Elite mod, they did nerf the damage of them a little bit. Not too much, so maybe they're not so OP as they are kind of in retail, just completely dominate and tear through anything, but they'll still be the backbone here of the Orc army. Jomanix here is going for the 2 VPs kind of early on, so he'll have a little bit of an early VP lead. And he did note his natural power right away, so he's not going to have too much as far as Rhett goes here for a Force Squad. But yeah, he did manage to put one of his shooter boys in that building, so they're going to be kind of okay, as long as Toilailee doesn't get flames here on the strike squad. But yeah, this shooter boy has to get out of there. It's gonna go down to, oh wow, 10 HP, getting chased by the range squad, the strike squad. So yeah, lucky Jomanix didn't lose that shooter boy squad right off the bat. That would have been really bad. Not good for him at all. The second shooter boy is gonna take refuge here in the building, and maybe even get a pick here on this strike squad. War boss chasing him a little bit, ranging him down a little bit with his little gun. Let's see who's gonna get a model pick. No, around half health is when like Tax and other kind of similar Space Marine squads start, you know, being in danger of losing a model. Over here on the left side of the map, though, Toilailee is getting this VP with his brother captain. Yeah, so he's gonna have to move around them. I don't know, man. This brother captain, I really didn't like him at first, but I don't know. I really love his We Are the Hammer ability. It gives him +1 speed, and it makes him so much better. He can sprint basically his whole army when he needs to, and he does have decent range, like sustained DPS, especially against the kind of weaker races. Up here in Toilailee's natural power, the war boss is still on the field doing some damage, but unable to get a real model pick here. And Toilailee, for his Force Squad, going for the Purgation Squad, which is like the bread and butter of the Grey Knights. They're so awesome in Tier 1. They have really long range flamethrower, like triple flamethrower attacks, which suppress a single squad. If I don't know if it's single or maybe it is AoE, but they'll suppress a squad, especially against Orc. It's really great, and you know, you can burn down gens really easily. Jomanix here is going for the Pain Boy. Pain Boy, oh man, I don't really know too much about him. All I know is he gets ranged down pretty easily. He doesn't have that much HP. He does have a couple buffs for his orc allies. He can heal them, which is, I gotta say, his best ability, I think. But yeah, we'll see how Jomanix uses him. He does a lot of melee damage, and he has a pretty good chance to proc a special attack. So if he can get into the fray, he'll definitely turn the battle. Ooh, and just barely not uncapping Toilailee's natural wreck there, which would have been good for Jomanix. Jomanix though is having his shooter boys open here, just freely harassing Toilailee's natural power. But Toilailee's going for the grenade launcher here on his stormtroopers, so he's going to be able to kind of harass the shooter blob if Jomanix kind of keeps him together. And that you know, the range on the grenade launchers is so awesome in his AoE attack. So if he can just constantly attack the blob, it'll do a lot of damage. Yeah, so this Pain Boy, I'm really excited to see him used. I hope he's used to his full potential, because I want to see what he can do. Really, I haven't really seen too many orc games in Elite Mod, but we'll see what happens. So we got Angry Bits here on Warboss, so he's going to be able to charge and kind of close the gap here, which will definitely help, especially since there's so much range here coming out of the Grey Knights. And it looks like he's going to get on. He's getting on the grenade launchers, but ooh, and that brother captain himself, he has such a a really good special attack. It just knocked back all of Jomanix's forces there for a second. But you really have to be careful with him since he's so slow, and even in retreat, you gotta retreat him really early, or else he'll get caught up and torn to pieces, especially from the orcs. And that Pain Boy is still in the fray and gonna get a couple hits off, taking out a model of the Purgation Squad. So yeah, he was left open, so he was able to kind of do some damage. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, the Strike Squad though gonna be able to chase down these shooter boys and take out a couple models. Strike Squad is they're so, I really like them. I didn't at first, but they have such good melee and sustained DPS. They're kind of just like three brother captains a little bit, except not as tanky. And in Tier 2, they don't really scale as well, I feel. I don't know, that's just my personal opinion. But Jomanix here is going Tier 2. Let's see, Toilailee might do it right now. He has the wreck and the power, and this Pain Boy getting pretty low here from the Strike Squad, but he's going to get away. Jomanix, his Warboss, charging into the Strike Squad, going to get a couple hits off. He still doesn't have an upgraded weapon, so he's not going to be doing that much damage. But he does get a model pick on the Strike Squad, so that's pretty good. But yeah, I don't know if this is going to be a good kind of trade engagement. He's going to lose a couple Slugger squads. He's kind of at risk of losing the whole squad if he would have kept him in there for a couple extra seconds. And yeah, Warboss is going to have to retreat as well. So yeah, Toilailee also now going Tier 2. And both players here, they have a full gen farm plus an extra one. So yeah, I'm kind of curious to see their unit choices here in Tier 2. We might see, I don't know, from Toilailee, probably a Dreadnought. Grey Knights generally go a Dreadnought in Tier 2. It's just so awesome. It has the like plasma arm ability to shoot the like plasma dev shot like on the move. It's pretty awesome. Ooh, and that Pain Boy healing up the shooter boys, so keeping them on the field a little bit longer. Yeah, so Jomanix here is gonna have he's gonna be able to get map control back here from Toilailee's. He's got a 3 cap going. I was gonna say he might be able to even power harass, but he's got to spend a lot of time and energy here recapping the map back. So Toilailee's gens are gonna live to fight another day. And Toilailee here in Tier 2, he's gonna get a Rhino. Interesting. The Rhino is a really interesting unit here for Grey Knights. It has the ability to upgrade either a regular kind of Razorback like bolter machine gun thing on the top, or to get a las cannon so to make it AV. And just more info on the Rhino. It starts out as kind of it has infantry armor. It's kind of like a IG Sentinel, so you got to upgrade it to kind of make it a vehicle, and you can get it in Tier 1, but you can't get the weapons in Tier 1. And the Purgation Squad upgrading their flamethrowers to the Psy Cannon, which makes them have insane anti-vehicle kind of just sustain if they're left open. It's not so hard counter vehicles. It really does do a lot of damage to transports and stuff, but not like a Dreadnought, maybe not so much. I don't know. Sometimes it does a lot, sometimes it feels like it doesn't. That's kind of, again, my personal opinion. I've played Grey Knights for only so long. But Jomanix here is going to get a little bit of a power harass on Toilailee's second power farm, so his other one, not his main. And Toilailee, yeah, loading up a couple units here in his his Rhino. This is not a Razorback, it's a Rhino. So he's going to be able to stop this kind of gen harass and possibly get some map control back. Brother Captain, he has Blessed Aegis, so just increasing his regen and his overall health. And he also has this really awesome hammer. It's kind of like the Chaos Lord Maul, so it just does a lot of damage. It's not power melee, so it's not going to do crazy damage. So to light infantry, it'll do a lot, and it has a really huge AoE knockback, which is really great, especially against kind of blobby races like Orc. The War Boss is going to Angry Bits into the fray, maybe get a couple hits off on this Rhino. Maybe we'll see use your choppers so we can chase a little better. Maybe not. I don't know. But War Boss is upgraded with the arm and Angry Bits, so he's going to be a real danger here to this Rhino. But he's getting forced off. The Stormtroopers have a little clutch grenade barrage to kind of force him off. Yeah, so Jomanix here for his Tier 2 choice. He's going to go for the Weird Boy instead of a War Truck, which I think is a really good choice. And he's going straight to Tier 3. He's not even going to bother with the truck. Usually you go Weird Boy and truck, since both units are just so practical as orcs. He's got a Sluganob. Ooh, nice little napalm strike there, but it's not going to really do too much besides force a retreat. I generally like to save the red, since he did have this this Rhino here, but I guess he just really wanted to power harass. But Toilailee definitely has the unit comp to deal with Jomanix, unless he can land a couple Weird Boy shots on the Rhino and maybe chase it down with the War Boss. Toilailee, so yeah, with the unit comp Toilailee has, he definitely beats Jomanix right now, on paper at least. And yeah, it shows here Toilailee is going to have the 3 cap going, so VPs for Jomanix are 240 to 371 in favor of Toilailee. Ooh, a nice, it's going to be a, yeah, an Angry Bits, if I can get this out of my mouth. It's an Angry Bits into the retreat, but the War Boss is unable to really get any hits off on the Strike Squad after he knocked him down, so they're not going to lose any models. But Jomanix has maybe a possibility for a little bit of a power harass. Maybe not. This Rhino is just going to keep putting pressure here on the War Boss and the Slugga, and especially with this Brother Captain in the fray. Did his nice little knockback, but he's going to have to get out of here. He might get the kill on the War Boss if he can stay in for just a second longer. No, he's got to run. He doesn't want to trade heroes, but he might end up losing his Brother Captain anyway, since it's just so slow. Is he going to get out? Ooh, and the Weird Boy knocks over his own units, the Slugga Boy and the Pain Boy. That happens a lot with Weird Boy. You have to really be careful with them. Whenever you get a chance to chase down any unit in retreat, you have to target the Weird Boy and just make him stop and make him just like run in a circle or something. I really find that I do that quite a bit when I play Orc, just to prevent me from knocking down my own units in the chase. And the Weird Boy putting the nice zap on, but only 2 squads, and it doesn't look like it's gonna bounce to any other units. So, oh, it does. It bounces back to the strike squad. That's pretty awesome. But Jomanix here is gonna get a tank out, and he's gonna powerhouse just a little bit. But the shooter boys are probably gonna have, get knocked off the field here. But Jomanix here, he's staying in the game. He uncapped the middle point, and he has this left VP. So, and Toilailee, he did power harass this right power farm, but Jomanix's natural kind of stayed intact. And this looted tank is going straight for the Rhino. He got a shot off. He's targeting these stormtroopers, but he needs to finish off that Rhino. Second hit coming down. And that Purgation Squad just going to town on the looted tank. The looted tank just targets the the stormtroopers again and doesn't get the final shot off on the Rhino. And the looted tank goes down to a Rhino and a Purgation Squad. That's insane. I thought that that Rhino was done. Toilailee himself gave up on the Rhino, he says in chat. Oh man, that's just no good for Jomanix, losing the looted tank instantly to this Purgation Squad, just going to town uninterrupted on it. Yeah, so I guess they do a lot of AV damage. Yeah, I guess maybe I underestimate them a little bit. Maybe this weird boy can get a shot off on the ground. What? He just zapped it to death. Oh my god. He just zapped the Rhino to death. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Alright, so Jomanix, he's gonna get the map control back now. And since he's tier 3, he's gonna bust out some knobs. But Toilailee, oh man, he's busting out some paladins, so the tier 3 super terminators here from Grey Knights. So 3 different models. They look so awesome. Look at them. They got the hammers. One of them has like apothecary lasers coming out of his eyes. The one just has a sick banner. So I'm excited to see these paladins do some work on the knobs, especially with this brother captain and all of his war gear. So he definitely has the comp to deal with the knobs at this point. Weird boy though, gonna have a couple hits off, maybe another zap. Nice warp vomit. Buy up some time for these shooter boys. Kind of do some DPS a little bit. Yeah, so here come the knobs, still unupgraded. I don't even think they have meaner and greener yet. Yeah, so they're oh yeah, they do, I guess. But I don't know, paladins versus knobs. I'm not quite sure who's gonna win. Kind of vanilla. Pain Boy though, as support for the knobs, so he's gonna be able to throw out some heals and some nice buffs. I'm not sure what this upgrade does. Looks like it gives him HP and energy regen. Awesome. So making his Pain Boy a little bit stronger. Purgation Squad doing a lot of damage to the looted tank, but not so much to the Pain Boy. Makes sense. So we got some globals here coming down on the knobs, so they're gonna be able to out melee these paladins. One paladin model going down, but looks like the other two are gonna get away. Pain Boy heal on the knobs a second time, and they're just gonna be so difficult to take down with the Pain Boy support. And Toilailee does this. Oh, he got the weird boy. Looked like the brother captain kind of hit him with the hammer, I guess. Came from behind. But yeah, this Pain Boy knob combo, I'm kind of curious to see how successful it does against the paladins and the brother captain. But Jomanix here, he's getting some he's getting all 3 VPs at this point, so, and he's pushing so far with his knobs. Yeah. Ooh, and a rock's coming down right on top of the brother captain's face, and the paladins. Brother captain, he's really low. He's like 10%, and he's not going down. And the paladins go down to about 60% HP. So not the best use of rocks. It was a good try. I kind of thought he would get something too. But yeah, Jomanix though, he does have, since he was so aggressive with the knobs, he bought a lot of time for himself and was able to 3-cap. So his 66 VPs to 302. I don't know, he's looking pretty, yeah, he's not looking so good. But he does have kind of the advantage, I guess. He has the ability to retreat his kind of elite melee squad, where Toilailee is gonna spend a lot of time kind of regenning them and moving them back and forth between the base and the VPs. So I think Jomanix definitely has the advantage at this point. His war boss though definitely has to get out of there. Brother Captain, I would kind of, I don't know, I might want him to have the teleport ability. He would have been able to finish off the war boss, and I don't know. He's just so slow. And in tier 3, you want to just have him exactly where you kind of need him. So I don't know. I kind of like that more than purified blades. It does do a lot more damage and energy drain on his targets. So maybe it'll be all right. Knobs and Slug is going in. Brother Captain just knocks them all down with his hammer ability. Was that going to be enough? Where's the Pain Boy heal? On the oh, and mass retreat from Toilailee. Looked like the Strike Squad went down. Maybe not. The Purgation Squad went down, I guess. And the Terminator's going to have to get out of there, going down to half HP. And then Knobs losing a model. Still unupgraded with the they have their bang hammers, but they don't have a knob. It looks like. I don't know if he purposely didn't upgrade them. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of orc players don't upgrade the knob right away. When I play orc, I generally do. It gives a lot of HP and survivability. I don't know why you wouldn't want that on your knobs. I guess it's not so efficient as far as resources go. I guess that's the argument. But whatever. I like the sergeant on the knobs. Just my preference. But but back to the game. Jomanix does have the 2 VPs. He still has his whole power farm and the 2 extra generators here on the right. So he has a lot of resources. He has even a second knob squad coming out, or out already. So 2 knobs versus Paladins, Grey Knight, Terminator, and this Brother Captain. So I don't know. I think 2 knobs definitely beats this. It's just 1 Terminator squad, and he has the risk of just losing them. Jeez, I just love that Brother Captain knockback. It's just so awesome. Ooh, getting a couple hits off on this Pain Boy, but he's gonna. Looks like he's gonna stay in. Yeah, heal up the knobs. And Toilailee coming out with a Grey Knight Dreadnought, and he's gonna get the arm upgrade, which is definitely a good choice. It's a great choice since Jomanix is investing so much into melee. He's gonna have the extra CC with the stomp, and that's exactly what he needs to do. He just needs to kind of tie up the knobs. And, the more you can knock them down, the better, since they're gonna keep going invulnerable on you, and you don't want to just sit there. Ooh, nice champion kill from the Brother Captain, but you don't want to just sit there while the knobs invulnerability on you. Ooh, and stealth Paladins, courtesy of the Grey Knight Librarian. Yeah, so maybe he can use that ability to his advantage. He did just gank that squad, so that was pretty nice. But he really needs to worry about just these knob squads. Shooter squads aren't really that important at this point, but Toilailee, with that engagement, he's gonna be able to win map control. He's got the 3 VPs, but Jomanix, I mean, I guess his shooter boys are important for this reason, just to run around the map and cap. So the more squad picks he can do, the less big this blob will be here for the main fight. We got some stealth Paladins over here, but 2 knob squads still are gonna just tear him to pieces. They're going straight for the Dreadnought. The Dreadnought's gonna get a nice stomp off, and he's using his passive, not his passive ability, but his vanilla ability. Just a slow, I think it's just a snare, AoE snare. Like a pulsing snare from the Dreadnought. I'm not quite sure exactly. It's pretty good though, especially against these knobs. So as long as he can keep the Dreadnought alive, maybe supported a little bit by his stormtroopers, he'll be able to deal with these double knob squads. So 1 model down here on this squad, but getting knocked down by the Grey Knight Dreadnought. It's gonna looks like he's gonna get away. Ooh, and this Paladin though is in trouble. The second knob squad's gonna run and headbutt him. Oh yeah, and he gets the kill on the Paladin. And this Dreadnought is not looking so well either. With these knobs kind of in its retreat path, he's gonna get a couple nice hits off on the sluggers and maybe even take down the war boss. But I don't know if the Paladins and the Terminator are gonna be able to, maybe they will, are gonna be able to save the Dreadnought's life. Looks like they're gonna be able to. So down to 2 models, the knobs, down to 1, the Dreadnought. Are you gonna live? Oh, and it goes down in the knob. So traded a knobs for a Dreadnought. So both teams are down to 3 squads. Jomanix has the Sluggers, he's got the Shooter, and he's got the single knob. Only level 1. I'm not sure if it was his first knob or his second. While Toilailee has his Stormtroopers, Strike, and his Paladins, and he's coming out with the second Grey Knight Terminator. But Jomanix at this point is down to 13 VPs, and Toilailee 53. So I'm not quite sure. It's still anyone's game. Brother Captain is buying some time for these Terminators, but Toilailee just has such the mobility advantage. I mean, look how slow these Paladins. They can hardly get away. They have to use their teleport. Over here on the left, the Shooter Boys duking out with the Stormtroopers, and they're gonna win. So they're gonna keep this bottom VP in favor of Jomanix. So Jomanix now does have the 2 VPs. So if he can get this third, it's gonna be curtains for Toilailee, even with his second Terminator squad. But if he can kind of get both, like a Terminator on each point, kind of just turtle it. Ooh, what do we got? Oh, we got an orbital, but it just hits 1 orc model. Oh, it's just so desperate at this point. He's got to keep his VPs, but I would have kind of liked it maybe more on the War Boss. Just kind of saving his strike squad, but it might be a little bit too little too late. War Boss is gonna get the cap, so Jomanix has the 3 cap, and only 10 VPs left from Toilailee. So despite Toilailee's superior unit comp at this point, Jomanix is gonna take the game. Wow, that was a good game. Grey Knights had both their Terminators out, and Jomanix had 2 knobs. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Just a huge melee brawl, I guess. Yeah, I mean, Grey Knights, man. They just have such cool, like, I really like their tier 3 units. Just all the Terminators, man. You can't go wrong. I would kind of like to maybe get rid of like the Paladins or the Grey Knights, just one of them, and get a freaking tank or something. I mean, you do have the Land Raider, but it's a drop, and I don't know. Maybe I should just get Land Raiders more when I play, not cry about it. I don't know, but this is a good game. I really wanted to show some Elite mod. I mean, it's nice to see people really invest so much time and energy into keeping Dawn of War 2 alive. Basically, I mean, it's basically not supported right now, so it's really nice to see people take the initiative, and it's actually pretty fun. I think they're really successful. I love actually playing Grey Knights, and a lot of the new 1v1 maps are actually pretty decent. So yeah, maybe in the future we'll see some Grey Knights play on like a new 1v1 map or something. I don't know. I would love to do that. Yeah, so this is a good game. Toilailee, unfortunately unable to take the victory here from Jomanix. The knobs were just too powerful. So yeah, anyways, this is BUDCAST episode 22. I am Steve Bud here, and thanks for watching, guys. Catch you next time.